All right, everybody, welcome back. I'm really excited about this deep dive.
Yeah, this one's super cool.
We're going to India
Yeah, all the way to India to a little town called Dharmapuri.
in Puducherry.
You got it. And, we always talk about these different creative approaches to tackling some of the world's biggest problems.
Right.
And this one is such a cool story because it involves high school students.
Ninth graders, to be exact.
Ninth graders. Can you imagine being in ninth grade and taking on something like this?
Oh, absolutely not.
I mean, I was worried about,
So you're getting a date to homecoming.
exactly like gym class and, just trying to like fit in.
Yeah.
But these ninth graders, they decided they were going to tackle drug abuse.
Head on.
Yeah.
Through theater.
Which is...
I mean, how cool is that?
It's so cool. So let's talk about this a little bit more because I want to make sure that we get the names of these students out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just because they deserve all the credit in the world.
They really do. So we've got Yuvanraj Mohanraj, Suman, Bushath, and Santosh. These 5 ninth graders.
What a team.
Right. They wrote, produced, directed, and starred in this play.
Wow. Talk about a quadruple threat.
Right, that addresses drug abuse. Now,
Wow.
I know we see a lot of PSAs, we see a lot of, very kind of dry material when it comes to tackling, really heavy issues.
Yeah. It's usually like a pamphlet or a poster.
Exactly.
Yes.
And it could be very,
Very clinical, very
preachy.
yes, exactly.
Like, hey, don't do drugs because this is what happens.
Right. Or it's a scary image or something.
But there's something about theater that is so powerful because it pulls you in.
It does. It's experiential, all right? You're not just reading facts. You're watching a story unfold.
Exactly.
You're connecting with characters. You're feeling their emotions.
Yeah.
It makes it so much more real, so much more impactful.
And that's what these students did. They really brought this issue to life. And they didn't just perform it at their school. They went on to compete.
They did. At the regional level, right?
At the regional level role play competition in 2024.
Which is amazing in itself.
I know. And they got so much praise and recognition for this play.
Yeah, it really resonated with the audience.
Which I think speaks to, the power of what they were doing.
Absolutely. I mean, it makes you wonder what other issues could be addressed in this way, right? Like, could you imagine if more schools adopted this kind of approach?
Oh, absolutely.
It could be so transformative.
Because you're learning about something, but you're also learning about how to present information in a way that is
engaging,
that pulls people in, and that, I think, makes a much bigger difference.
Absolutely. It's not just about memorizing facts. It's about understanding the human impact.
Exactly.
And empathizing with people who are struggling.
Right.
Which is so important when it comes to something like drug abuse.
And you know what else I thought was fascinating about this whole story? Is that
What's that?
they performed the entire play in English.
I know. Isn't that incredible?
Yeah. Which is amazing because their native language is Tamil.
Right.
So they took on this extra challenge of performing in a language that wasn't their first language.
Yeah, they really went above and beyond.
And I think that shows, just how dedicated they were to making sure that this message reached as many people as possible.
Absolutely. It speaks volumes about their commitment to spreading awareness.
Yeah. And of course, we can't forget about, the guiding hand in all of this.
So yes, their mentor.
Mr. S. Ganesan, their science teacher.
Their science teacher, who also happens to be...
A trained theater actor and playwright.
I know. What are the chances?
It's amazing.
Like he was meant to be a part of this story.
I know. It's so cool that he was able to lend his expertise to these students and to help them really, bring this vision to life.
Yeah, his guidance must have been invaluable. Imagine having someone like that in your corner.
I know. To help you shape your ideas, to help you, hone your craft.
And to really push you to be your best.
Exactly. Yeah. That's exactly what he did. He really helped these students shine and to create something truly special.
And it wasn't just a school project, right? I mean, this play had a ripple effect.
It did.
It went beyond the classroom. It reached the community.
It raised awareness in Dharmapuri and the wider community.
And that's where real change starts, right? At the grassroots level.
Absolutely. So we've got students taking the initiative.
We've got a passionate teacher.
The power of theater.
And a community coming together to address a serious issue.
And it gives me so much hope.
Me too.
For the future.
It's really inspiring.
It really is. So for anybody listening out there,
yeah,
we've talked about a lot of different approaches to tackling the world's problems.
We have.
But I think this one is so unique and so powerful.
Definitely.
What other creative, unconventional methods can we use
exactly
to make a difference in our communities?
What talents and passions can we harness?
And what can we learn from these amazing ninth graders in India?
That's the question.
That's the question.
Food for thought.
Food for thought. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to this deep dive. We'll see you next time.
See you later.